Hi Stampers! Happy July! This is Katie Cortez from Cortez Cards and Crafts. I'm here today with our July 2018 paper pumpkin kit called Picnic Paradise. And not only does this come with some cards that are super cute and great for the summer months, but also some treat boxes. So let's take a look. And at the end I'll tell you about a deal that Paper Pumpkin is having right now for first-time subscribers. So here is the instructions and the pictures that come with every Paper Pumpkin kit. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription that comes in this great box shipped right to your door with all the supplies you need to make a set of cards or a piece of home decor or something else. This one comes with 4 baskets, so 4 of these baskets, and 12 cards and envelopes. So they are small square cards. There are strawberries and apples and blueberry themed. It comes with all the embellishments and the envelopes as well, and then it comes with the supplies to make baskets, which are really cute. So in every kit we have a set of instructions, and we kind of use those loosely. Paper Pumpkin also has a website with the video, and then on the back it tells you what is included and how to learn more about Paper Pumpkin and things like that. So let's look at what's in the kit. So we have some white twine that's going to go around the cards, and the Stampin' Spot for this month is soft suede, which is a really nice color to have in your collection. The stamp set for this month has some sentiments like to and from, enjoy. It has thinking of you, for you, thank you, and then some abstract lines that we'll use for some accent pieces. This Paper Pumpkin kit also has the adhesive leaves, and they always give you more than you need. So I have a whole drawer of Paper Pumpkin supplies that are great for combining and making other projects with later on. These are the die cut labels that we'll use for the sentiments. It comes with adhesive, and these are just like little glue dots. I was practicing a little bit, so I took some off, but these are the stickers that go on the brim of the baskets, and these are the handles for the basket. And I don't know if you can see this a little bit in the light there. These have a little bit of embossing on them, so it's kind of like they ran it through an embossing folder, so it looks kind of like a woven basket, so it's not just plain Jane. So that's really neat. And these are some more pieces that go on the basket. The envelopes are even decorated for you already, so you could add some embellishment or you could leave them as they are. But it comes with, I think, 4 of each kind. And the envelopes also have the, is it called gingham, on the inside of the envelope as well. There's some brads sneaking in here. We'll use these for the baskets. And then the mini dimensionals. If you don't have a set of these yet, I would highly recommend them. It makes it much easier and faster to work on small projects, and you use less product as well when you have the mini dimensionals, so I love those. These are the card bases for the simple little cards. Here are the basket bases. I've got 2 left in here. I have 2 out already. And then these are just the die cut fruit that will go on the cards. And these are the labels for the baskets. They're so cute. Just simple, very simple, easy colors that can go with a lot. This is some vellum that will go on the card. We're still going, guys. We've got some fruit here and blueberries. I just went blueberry picking last week. That was fun. I've never blueberry picked at a farm before. We always get wild blueberries, and they're always tiny and kind of shriveled up. But the blueberry farm, they were huge blueberries. Made some blueberry muffins with those. Strawberries here as well, and then another card backing, and then of course in the basket you have to have your like napkin or tablecloth kind of pattern. So they've got the 3 colors here as well, and these are just adorable. So I'm very excited to show you this kit. So let me put everything back in and we'll get started. Should we do the basket or the card first? As if you could talk back to me. All right, we'll do the card first, and we'll keep you in suspense for the basket. I love the baskets. They are really, really cute. Okay, so again, here is what we are making. And if you're interested in Paper Pumpkin, one quick reminder, Paper Pumpkin has 50% off through August 10th, and I'll put the coupon code in the link below this video, as well as on my blog and on my Facebook, so that if you're interested. If you'd like to purchase anything else from Stampin' Up! Through July 31st, please use this hostess code, and through August 15th, you can use this one. Okay, so we'll leave that all out there. So let's get going on the cards. First of all, I'm going to take out a card base. And this is what the card base looks like. Again, I would keep it flat and not fold it until you get your card stamped up. Otherwise, sometimes just that angle really kind of ruins things. So here is the little stitching that's going to go on the edge. We're going to take our stamp, and in the photo of the example, it kind of shows how they're stamped right to the edge. So I'm going to get my head in there. There we go. It's a little crooked, but not too bad. I usually have my head right over it so I can see it better, and I don't have that luxury right here, so I'm doing the best I can. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just turn it over, ink it up again, get some good coverage, and it has it kind of crisscrossed. So we're going to go right to the edge and crisscross it. And now, I mean, logically, I should have started at the crease, right? That would make more sense. But sometimes I like a challenge. What I could do is take a piece of scratch paper, and just put it over it so that if I don't line it up quite right and I go over, it's not going to hurt anything. There we go. Not bad. Especially with an audience, right? Here we go. We'll ink up again. And go in a little further. And finally, the last one on this side. Get it straight. And you know, sometimes people strive for perfection, which I would be guilty of that. But at the same time, it's a homemade card, so people are impressed that you took the time to make them something. And there's going to be so much other things on the card that if you make a mistake, you can probably do a pretty good job of hiding it. Okay, so the card base is done then. Now we have to add our little piece of vellum paper. And I love vellum. We have some vellum in the we have the Graceful Glass vellum paper in the annual catalog this year. And then we also have, we've had some in the past as well. So if you like doing any type of Stampin' Blends or watercoloring or things like that, vellum paper adds a nice little layer and a different texture to your card. So I would encourage you to think about adding vellum to your next card and looking for examples online for vellum as well. I've done multiple on my channel. I guess I got to put my little ink dots or my little glue dots over here so I can reach them better. Usually we'll recommend not putting glue dots right on vellum, but I think if you do them right, you don't really see the glue dots, so I think it's okay. So the vellum just kind of goes right in the middle of your stitches. Okay, and it kind of depends how far, and these little glue dots that come with the kit are great because if you don't like where you position something, you can lift it up gently and put it there again. Now you see I put it a little too close, but that's okay. Like I said, it's a homemade card and it's going to look fabulous no matter what. Okay, so now we're going to choose our greeting. And we're going to stamp our greeting on one of these. And in the picture they show, whoops, my stamps are sticking to it. They use multiple different styles. I kind of like the ones with the little banner edges, so that's what we're going to use. So, oh, look, they've got a curved one and a real sharp pointed one. That's kind of cool, a little different. Okay, so we have For You, Enjoy, and Thinking of You, and Thank You. Maybe I'll do an enjoy. I love the little dots at the end, and the script is really nice. So we're going to try that one today. And I will just clean all my stamps at the end. So we'll just use this side enjoy. Oftentimes we recommend that if you are using a photopolymer stamp, you put a foam mat under it, and it just helps make sure that you get the stamp completely covered with ink when you stamp. Some of these stamps as well, like this one, it's not meant to get a full coverage. I think it's meant to be a little texturized looking too. So it kind of depends on the stamp you're using as well. Okay, I like this one a lot. Now again, I got a glare. So I'm going to try to do my best here to center this puppy up. Not too bad, right? Yay! All right. Okay, put that on the side. And then the other feature that they have is taking one of these just rectangle pieces and putting some type of a cool background behind it. These just vertical lines are pretty cool. So let's use those. Whoop. Put it on the right side there. There we go. And we'll ink that up. So if you've never had Paper Pumpkin before, it is $19.95 a month. That includes shipping, and it comes right to your door. It has all the materials included, like I said, including the stamps, the ink. The only thing that you would have to add is the scissors, if sometimes you have to cut things like ribbon or twine. And then oftentimes you have multiple extras left over, which is really cool, because you can use it with other projects. And I offer, oh, I did that really crooked. I offer alternative projects online as well. Well, this kit, not as easy to do alternative projects, honestly, but we can still make it happen. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side, and since we have the ink out, I'm just going to do my ink on this little 2 front tag. This is for the basket, and then we'll be done with the inking. Oh, I took it off already because I wanted to be ready. I take my paper pumpkins everywhere. We were recently in St. Louis. I brought it along in case I had time to use it. By the end of the night, I was exhausted, so I didn't use it. But I had it, and it just throw everything in the red little box, and away we went. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so I think we have all the stamping done now, so now we just need to assemble. So we're going to bring our card base back in here, and I'm going to turn it this way. It is a fold at the top card, and the reason we're going to do that is because we want to get the twine all the way around it. So I'm going to take the twine and give yourself quite a bit of space. If you're like me and sometimes these twine rolls fall off your table, one suggestion is just to keep it in the bag as you're using it, and to just let a little piece out of the end so that if it rolls off the table, it's not going to totally unwind, which is super annoying, and it wastes your stamping time. Who wants their stamping time wasted? Nobody. So if you keep it in the bag, you avoid the mess, and it just continues to come out as you need it. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it around. I did 3, maybe just 2 is enough, huh? Do I like 2 or do I like 3? We'll just do 2. Okay, and then give yourself enough at the end so that you can do a nice bow. Sometimes it's just a lot easier to have more at the end and trim it than to not have enough and struggle to make that bow. I'll cut it off here and put that on the side and make a little bow. I like to loop around both pieces. It depends if you want the string to stay together or not. Sometimes you want it to kind of be able to move, but in this case I want it to be together. And then we'll just do our little bow. And twine is tricky because it's round, so it just rolls in your finger and it gets all kind of twined up. Is that a word? Twined? Rolled up. So I try not to roll it too much. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we have a simple little bow. And you could fiddle with it more, but I'm not going to make you watch me play with a bow. There, that's not bad. Okay, now we're going to take our 3 blueberries, and we're going to take our mini dimensionals. Where did those run off to? Here we go. I might have, yeah, I'm going to use up some that I had from another kit. Look at all the extras I had from a previous kit. This is the great value of these paper pumpkin kits. They come with so much material that you won't use all of it for the project that you are making. You will have extra, and that's awesome. Especially if little kids, they can be using the extras for things, or you can make more cards with all your extras. Okay, so here we go. The reason we use dimensionals is they kind of make things pop up a little bit and give a little more dimension to your card. So I'm going to kind of position that one there. Some people would say put your sentiment on there first, but I kind of like to put the background pieces first. Build the card up, and we'll put this one down here. And the last one. Come on, backs. Yep. Look at how fast those are. And put that one, kind of hide that one a little more. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to take our tags, Enjoy, and this guy. And even though it looks a little off here, what we can do is cut this in half. Oh no. Oh, this is paper. I can use my Snap It Up paper snips. These are super sharp. There we go. I didn't want to use this for twine, but I'll use it for all my paper. Okay, and then we'll just kind of figure out how we want this to look. We're going to trim it up a little bit. I'll put some little glue pieces behind it. Oh, that's the one I didn't trim. Hello. That's okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have to put it on the... Never stamp late at night. You know what we'll do instead? Well, we'll need that there anyway because it will adhere to the blueberry. Okay, we're going to put some of the glue pieces on the back of the Enjoy. Instead, trying this again, right? There we go. Okay, and then we'll just peel those off. If you're new to stamping, one thing to think about is having just a little garbage bucket right on your desk. I have just a little tin can, and it goes on the desk so I can put all my little scraps in there and they don't end up all over my floor. My kids make enough messes. I don't need to be making them too. There we go. I'll just put one right here so that that stays on. There we go. That's good. Okay, and then this one, trim that guy up too, and stick that on the back. Maybe we'll put it towards this end a little bit. Oops, we have to be able to see it though. Put it out here more. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. You can do a lot with these little abstract shapes, stamps that go on your card. Okay, and we wanted the, since this is going to adhere on top of our blueberries, I put quite a few little glue dots there just to make sure that it stays, because it's super embarrassing when you make a great card for someone and then it falls apart. Not cute. Okay, but this card is cute. All right, so we can do something like that. So there we go. And then we have to have our pop of green by putting some of these little leaves in there. It's really sticky. It's sticking to my finger. And we'll do another one maybe down here. They're kind of long. Maybe I want to go this way. That looks better. That makes more sense. We're just going to take this one off and turn it around. Sticking the butt side out. There we go. I don't want it to look too symmetrical, huh? I might just trim some of this off. This is really long. It's getting stuck on those dimensionals. There we go. Okay, and this one looks really kind of dorky because it's too long. So we'll just trim some of that off. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And your card is done. You can put a sentiment on the inside if you want, or you can leave it for you to just write a nice little note. And then the envelope, so cute, it matches as well. So the card is done. Now let's go to the basket. So we have the little tag already, but it's getting little pieces on it, already stamped. And so we just have to put this basket together. And here are all of the pieces. So we have our basket base right here. And again, this is so cool. It's a little like boss. It's got some raised areas, so it looks like a weave. Not a hair weave, a basket weave. All right, so I would use my bone fold to get a nice sharp fold on the 4 sides. And it's hard to get a sharp fold when you have a foam mat under it. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, get all my little pieces in my bucket. There we go. Okay, now this basket is not going to have closed corners. There's going to be a little bit of a gap. So we have the handles. We'll take one handle, and we need our brads. Where did the brads go? Dun, 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 dun. Must have left them in the box. Let's see, brads. Where are... Ooh, I saw a plastic bag. There they are. Did I get enough of these? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to take 2 brads. The handle is not adhesive. These shiny pieces with the basket weave aren't adhesive, but the solid pieces are adhesive. So you want to do this in the right order, because I did it kind of backwards the other day, and then you have to redo it. So we're going to take, this is the long brim sticker. I'm going to take that guy off. Look how easy that is. No tape required. It's so nice. And you're going to put a brad through the middle. And then you're going to take the handle piece and you're going to poke it through the hole that they previously put for you. And then, whoops, you're not going to drop it like I did. You're going to line up the holes. If your brad comes out, just line up the holes. Put the brad back in and then fold over the edges. Sometimes I forget the camera is right above me, not in front of me. Okay, there we go. So it's going to look like that. And I would... if it's a little crooked, you can take it off and redo it. And then I would trim this little bottom piece. You don't need that. Okay. Now we're going to go on the long side of the base, and it really helps to put, some people might want to go this way so you can see the back side. In fact, I did it the other way last time, so we'll try it this way this time. So you want the top of the basket trim to be lined up with the top of the basket edge like that, and take your time. It's not going to dry out on you in just a couple of minutes, okay? And then you will, there's a little bit of a crease in there already, so you're going to crease that, and you're going to just line up the end of the short end like that, and on the other side. It's so easy. It looks complicated, but it's the cutest thing ever, and it's the easiest thing ever. Headache-free crafting. Okay, now we're just going to get another long piece and another brad. Come here, brad. And we're going to stick it on the other side of the handle, so you only need 1 handle per basket, obviously. Okay, get that kind of straight, and then trim off the extra. Fold over the brad. Fold over the brad before you flip it over. So you could, if you really wanted to, you could save these for Easter. You could send someone some homemade jams. You could make them, you could go pick blueberries for maybe an elderly person or someone in your area who can't get out. Endless possibilities with these cute little baskets. Can't wait to use mine. There we go. It's really, really easy, guys. Okay, and then again, kind of crease those a little bit. Line up the corners. Line up the top edge. And adhere. And you might want to shift it over a little bit if it's puckering, because there's a piece that goes across here. So if you want it, if you're kind of like a perfectionist, you might want to, I'm just going to trim mine just a tad because I got it too close. And you won't see that underneath, but you'll feel the puckering if it's not. Okay. There we go. Nice. Okay. And then you take the short brim sticker and you just go over the top of that. Really, really cute. Little crook. There we go. So darling. Look at that. Okay, so now we're going to put our tag on the front. And I pre-cut a piece of twine for that. And you could even add maybe a little bit of a leaf here, or you could put a little flower or one of the pieces of fruit behind or something like that. Oh, you know what? Let's loop it here first. And then loop one side through here. Whoops! Butterfingers. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. And then we'll do our little simple little bow. Try not to be too tight so it doesn't cut into the paper. Right now we're trying to teach our kindergarten, or first grader, how to tie his shoe. He has no interest in tying his shoe. And his new shoes have Velcro, which doesn't help. But his old shoes had the longest shoelaces ever. And he still doesn't know how to tie his shoe. Or put them on the right feet. You know what I mean? Okay, so tiny little bow there. Could fix that up however you wish. And then the last part, putting in the paper. Look at this paper. The color is so pretty. I'm going to kind of gently fold it into fours so I can get it in the basket. And then you can kind of form it over the side however you wish. So I'm trying to not put too many crinkles in it, because who likes crinkled, it's just like tissue paper for a package. Who likes crinkled tissue paper? Everyone likes nice, crisp tissue paper. So I don't have anything in the basket yet, so it's kind of funny to try to fold it over, but maybe it does look better if it's little, there we go, make it go over the sides a little bit. So you can work with it however you want. But there we go. There's our cute little basket. So we have our baskets and our cards that come in this kit. 4 baskets, and I think it was 6 cards. They're adorable and so much fun, especially for the summer. So I hope you enjoyed this project and watch. I will try to do some alternatives. But I've been having fun with doing this paper pumpkin with a friend, so I don't know how much I'll have left over. So we'll kind of see, and we'll try to do some alternatives in the next week or two. Have a good night.